Perdón, no quiero ir a dar la vista. El dormitorio de Monseñor Zacarías. A ver si aloja tanta inocencia como su hermano. Debería hablar con él antes de registrarlo. Mira, qué de borracho.
Monsieur Demir, I hope you are feeling better today.
Nothing a good night's sleep couldn't fix.
Très bien. I wonder if you would be up to discussing certain matters with me.
Whatever you need.
Lamento que el cadáver del comandante le haya traído malos recuerdos.
I lost my taste for death a long time ago, but it had to be done. I'm certainly in no rush to be carrying a dead body again, though.
Most understandable. I shall extend the same gratitude to you as I did to your brother.
You've spoken to him already. How is he?
Perhaps that should be a question you ask him yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
Hablé con su hermano sobre su pasado.
I bet he had a lot to say. He always did have an opinion on the war.
When I say your past, I refer to your past as
Okay, well, what...
It seems you both had the same sentiment for this party. Perhaps the bridges that you thought were once burnt are in fact primed to be reconstructed.
We'll see how probable that reconstruction is going to be. Until he sees my point of view, I don't know how we can move forward.
What is there for him to understand before the bond can be repaired?
He lost his friends in the war, the same as everyone. But somehow he has forgiven. I'm sorry, Detective, I can't. And Gideon just doesn't understand that.
Cuando hablé con Monseñor Gregorio sobre el estado de mente de su hermano, pensé que a ambos le beneficiaría con reconciliarse, pero olvido abordar el tema de que a Monseñor Zacarías aún le pasa factura la muerte de sus amigos y compañeros. Vi a su hermano hablar con la Constance en el salón. No sabía que mantuvieron una relación tan estrecha.
Those two, close.
They must share something in common to be able to hold a conversation for the time they did.
If there is one thing I know about my brother, it's that he will not. No. He cannot be rude. He just doesn't have it in him.
Was it not your brother that punched Monsieur Hagen?
Ah, that's different. He was asking for it. If you put my brother in a room with 5 socialites like her, he would work his way around every single one of them, offering his full attention and finest manners.
Merci for your assistance, monsieur.
Ok. El estudio es un auténtico basurero y el cenicero está desbordado. Qué asquito. Chimenea. Una daga ornamental de la época de Zacarías de la guerra. ¿Sí? La pinche planta. ¿Y ya?
Always got time for my favorite detective.
Verá, encontré cierto objeto durante mi registro.
The dagger. I wondered how long it would take for that to become an issue.
I shall give you the opportunity to explain the reason for it being here before I jump to any conclusions.
It was going to be a wedding gift for Gideon. I've maybe not been the best brother in recent years. I thought this could make up for some of it. After what happened to the Major, I thought it was a bit tasteless.
You did not see it fitting to tell me you were harboring a rather sizable knife in your room?
I wouldn't say harboring. And I wasn't expecting to be a suspect in a murder.
Merci for your assistance, monsieur.
Yo creo que va todo como al cuero, pero bueno. El domicilio de Monseñor Beques, nieve, así que puedo registrarle con calma, menos no. Porque qué pereza hablar con todo el mundo aquí. Pues no puedo registrar nada acá. En el cuento de Bosch hay una anotación apresurada sobre cierta reunión con Ernesto. Interesante. Uy, Hugo. Hay un puñal aquí. Intento redactar algún tipo de discurso, pero no tuvo mucho éxito. Parece que sigue un patrón con el comportamiento de Hugo. Subestima el poder de la resistencia de los obreros. Hombres, usted está en disposición de poner fin a todo. Solo exigimos lo que merecemos. Si sus hombres no se retiran, responderemos con la misma fuerza excesiva. Sus armas nos acechan golpes, pero no nos amondrontan el corazón. Estos hombres han construido los cimientos de nuestra gran nación, nuestro gran país, y así seguirá siendo. El dinero no limpiará su arma. Ok. Hay algo, no cuenta.
Oh.
¿No? Pues no.
Ajá.
Con tantos hermanos apenas le prestaría atención a él. Oh, madre, yo no sé ni quién es Hugo. Ah, es este. ¿No hay nada más? Ah, espérame. Verga. No lo creo, pero bueno.
Order and method.
La neta, no tengo ni idea.
This will not get me any close.
Entonces con sacarilla. O
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
La mala relación de los hermanos de mí basta para afirmar que no colaboraron juntos. Hay uno más.
I must act on thought and fact.
No.
I cannot see the logic in this.
No. Ay, me sale. No sé. La verdad no lo sé.
I must take a different approach if I am to... Things are beginning to become clearer.
Confío en que Jackie me dice la verdad sobre Hugo porque no lo tienen harta estima. ¿Colaborarían juntos de todos modos? No. ¿Aquí?
The pieces of the puzzle are fine.
Uy, Ernesto han corroborado que sus respectivas coartadas. Quizás se pusieron de acuerdo para asesinar al comandante. ¿Puedo corroborarlo? Ok. Acá no hay nada más, se supone. el dormitorio de Monseñor da Silva, el empresario voy a aprovechar que no está para registrarme. ¿Cómo no? Si está aquí. Digamos que no está. Sí está aquí.
Monsieur da Silva, I am sure you understand the necessity for this type of search.
Not really, detective. Your speech was rather spirited. But it did not...
I have not had my abilities questioned to my face by one of those I suspect of a crime before.
Well, if you wish to prove me wrong, you should hurry up and find Felix's killer.
And I hope, with your help, monsieur, I shall.
Madame de Bosch me habló de su trabajo con su difunto marido.
Yes, I helped him invest some money. Unfortunately, he was not the businessman he thought he was.
Madame van den Bosch had a very similar view. At least he could have taken solace that you are both in the same position.
I think you're confused, detective. It was Edwin that lost his fortune, not I.
Forgive my naivete. If you were helping him make viable investments, would you not have seen the same opportunity for yourself?
I told him about the opportunities. I did not tell him to put his whole family's wealth into it. The prospect of doing good meant more to him than his profit margins. He was bound to fail.
The business declared bankruptcy.
It did, until it was purchased for a fraction of its worth and made the new owner a small fortune.
Empieza a ver lo desesperado que es Monsieur da Silva. El vizconde intentó llevar a cabo un cambio positivo, pero no contó con la crueldad de Monseñor da Silva. En cuanto a lo que hablaba esta noche sobre Madame de Bosch,
Everything that I want to say on that matter has already been said.
I understand, monsieur. But what I would like to know is, was the late Viscount aware of your feelings towards his wife?
Excuse me, detective, but you have crossed the line.
Crossed the line like an attempt to bankrupt a business partner and friend so that you be able to swoop in and impress a certain target of your affections.
You make such ridiculous accusations without a shred of proof.
Your reaction at the mere suggestion is proof enough, monsieur. While I cannot arrest you for betrayal of a friend, I can hope your conscience does not forget, and that will be punishment enough.
las acciones de Monseñor da Silva no constituyen ningún crimen, pero si existieran sanciones por engaño tradicional, lo condenaría a cadena perpetua. Si ya se comportó así en el pasado, ¿qué le impediría volver a repetirlo? Estaba en contra del comandante. Sé que ha trabajado con el comandante, pero ¿qué me puede contar sobre sus finanzas?
He didn't have much to speak of. I was always surprised at the life he lived.
Surprised in what way?
Well, considering it wasn't that long ago he came to me asking about work, I didn't think he was in such good financial shape.
You offered him a position.
Nothing that he was willing to lower himself to. That's when he began talking about what else he could do for me.
¿El comandante le ofreció seguridad para sus fábricas?
If you can call what him and his team did security. For the money I paid, I did not expect them to be so reckless.
It was a considerable amount you paid?
There's no need to divulge amounts, but it was certainly more than was expected.
Una empresa de calibre de la de Monseñor da Silva había concertado un precio fijo por los servicios del comandante, porque permitió que le exigieran más. Háblame sobre el equipo de seguridad del comandante.
He said they were all professionals, but I saw nothing of the sort. He said he had worked with them all in the army as their superior officer. They were men that could be trusted.
But that was not the case?
I had not even met them before they arrived on site. They brought their own equipment. They looked like they knew what they were doing.
And this equipment, it included the weapons that injured and killed the workers?
It was not much of a choice, detective. I said they didn't need them, but Felix said it was essential. He said he knew better.
Cuanto más me cuenta Monseñor da Silva, más turbio me parecen sus negocios con el comandante. Me da la sensación de que los disturbios no se trataron de ningún accidente.
That is all for now.
Y aquí la carta. Una carta en la que el chantajista amenaza con revelar información sobre ciertos actos cuestionables. Señor da Silva, de primera le sorprenderá esta carta, pero cuando termine de leerla comprenderá que va a salir a la luz lo que tanto se ha esforzado por ocultar. Ha explotado a sus trabajadores durante años sin ofrecerles nada a cambio. Sus empleados se juegan la vida cada día con sus máquinas defectuosas y en mal estado, por una mera fracción de lo que merecen. Mientras tanto, usted vive a cuerpo de rey y se engrosa los bolsillos con dinero, manchado de sangre. No le importa lo más mínimo que los trabajadores costeen su prosperidad con sus vidas. No solo abusa de ellos en sus fábricas, sino también en su propio hogar. No valora la vida de quienes le permiten nadar en la opulencia, y no pienso tolerar más estas injusticias. No me quedaré de brazos cruzados para ver cómo desperdicia la integridad moral y mira por encima del hombro de lo harto de su pedestal a lo que merece mucho más que usted. Ha llegado la hora de que pague por sus crímenes, y la cantidad exacta asciende a 5.000 francos. ¿Todos son 5.000? Ese es el precio de mi silencio. Si no lo recibo antes del viernes, no pagará sus fechorías con monedas, sino con años de cárcel. Dios mío. Meta el dinero en un paquete envuelto en papel de destraza a nombre de Monseñor Corriere y llévelo a la oficina de correos de Rue des Estrespos. Dejo en el mostrador y lárguese. Si hace lo que pido, no volverá a saber de mí y podrá continuar con su lujoso tren de vida. Ha demostrado que las vidas de los demás no le importa lo más mínimo. Le invito a reflexionar cuánto vale la suya. Uf. En contrato de la colaboración entre Ernesto y Hugo falta la firma de Hugo. Este contrato se rige según las leyes del Reino Bélgica. La parte firmante se compromete a lo siguiente: los trabajadores abandonarán la huelga a todos los efectos. El personal de la fábrica, los operadores de las máquinas y los supervisores regresarán a su puesto de inmediato. Los términos de contrato entrarán en vigor tras la firma y se llevará a cabo las acciones sin mayor demora. Firmado Ernesto da Silva, propietario de la fábrica, y empleado Ernesto da Silva. Hugo Beckes, líder sindicalista. Ok. Abre cartas. No abre cartas, afilado tirado en el suelo. Está prácticamente nuevo. Nada más, ¿no?
What is it now, detective?
Insisten que esperaba correspondencia este fin de semana.
Excuse me? Detective, I think you are beginning to lose your mind.
I do not think it is unreasonable to question why you would feel the need to bring a letter opener with you.
Really, detective? If I had stabbed a man with it, do you really think I would have left it lying out in my room?
Monseñor da Silva lleva razón. Nadie cometería un error tan evidente. El arma homicida sigue aún en algún lugar de la casa. Monseñor Demi invitó a Monseñor Beckett para que conversara y encontrara puntos en común.
Yes, and no one asked him to.
But surely it is beneficial to both parties. Your profits must have been affected.
There are barely any profits to speak of.
Why have those talks not taken place and a deal arranged?
Monsieur Beckers has made no attempt to speak with me and offered no counter-offer. The ball is in his court, detective.
Aunque cuestionan los sueldos que paga Monseñor da Silva a sus empleados, el trato de la dispensa parece que sí que está dispuesto a resolver el problema. Contra todo pronóstico, la diferencia de Monseñor Beckett. Ok.
I have spoken
Sí,
of a potential blackmail ring, and yet you still kept your letter to yourself.
It is none of your business, and it is nothing more than a cheap trick to have me admit something that is not true.
If that were the case, it would be strange for you to have kept the letter and brought it with you, would it not?
Your persistence is a trait I do not enjoy.
Monseñor de la Sirva me ha replicado de forma seca y constante. Si lo abordo con empatía y me muestro comprensivo, quizá me revele cuánto hay de verdad, lo que se recrimina. Sin rodeos, ¿por qué razón me lo ocultó? Autoritario, no debe gustarle, Monseñor, si no responde ante ella. Autoritario es como que lo estoy como mandando. O lo estoy como exigiendo que me lo cuente. Y sin rodeos directamente, si no me equivoco.
No reason, detective. Merely saving you from wasting your time.
I will be the judge of that. I would like to know about any and all evidence that may help my investigation. I trust there is nothing else you deem a waste of my time.
Of course not, officer. It's not as though you think I'm harboring some illicit secret. The letter was a pathetic attempt to intimidate me. Nothing more.
Acusado. Fragmento de la carta. Mientras tanto, usted vive a cuerpo de rey y se engrosa de los bolsillos con dinero manchado de sangre. Turbado. No sé qué es turbado. Acusado que lo estoy acusando. Fragmento de la carta. No valora la vida de quienes se permita nada en la opulencia. No sé qué es esta mierda, pero suena mejor que lo de Harry.
I have never heard so much rubbish in all my life. I value those that work hard and deserve it.
He fallado, no.
That suggests there are some that you do not respect.
Yes, well, why should I praise someone for doing a poor job? You make me sound like some monster.
Monsieur, the letter does not only discuss your questionable business dealings, but also cases of abuse against your staff. Both accusations that must be taken very seriously.
Detective, there is a difference between telling a member of my staff what to do and abuse.
And it is you that decides where that line is drawn?
In my house? Yes, it is.
A Monseñor da Silva no le gusta que le pregunte por el trato que dispensa a los miembros de su servicio. No debería reaccionar así si no tiene nada que esconder. ¿Se le ocurre que un miembro del servicio ha podido denunciar malos tratos?
Please stop calling it that. I treat all my servants exactly how I always have, and no one has complained before.
That does not mean your behavior is appropriate.
They have one chance. If they are not doing the job they are hired to do, they are gone. You would be surprised how many staff expect an easy ride.
No esperaba que Monseñor da Silva tratara a los miembros del servicio como a sus amigos, pero tampoco como a perros callejeros.
Is there a specific member of staff that may have expected such a ride?
There is one girl, a new maid. I didn't expect great things from her, but Comtesse de Vos promised me she could do what was required.
Esa debe ser la joven de la que me habló la Conste. ¿Cómo puede buscarle puestos así a las jóvenes? ¿Quién?
That is all for now.
No me acuerdo. Ok. Ayuda, no puedo salir. ¿Qué hago? Ok. En contexto de la colaboración entre Ernesto y Hugo, falta la misma Hugo. ¿Este?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Okay. Duró mucho que colaboraran, pero si Ernesto confabuló con otro miembro de la casa, con alguien que no haya colaborado su coartada. Hugo y Ernesto no colaboraron juntos. Es
Another
la
success.
madre.
I never doubted myself.
Ernesto no me parece el tipo de persona que pide ayuda, ni siquiera en un asunto de vida o muerte. Ok.
What is it now, detective?
Habló directamente con la consciente sobrecotada a una hoja de refugio.
She approached me. I thought it was rather brash.
In what way?
Assuming that I would want to take on another servant, and one from such a troubled background. She is running the charity, not I.
Monseñor, usted me oculta algo. Su negocio con el comandante rozaba la línea de la ilegalidad.
When he came to me, I told him that with the factories on strike and my profits pouring down the drain, I had nothing for him. But he said he could help me get them all back to work and the factories earning. His rates were steep, but he said he knew what needed to be done, and he was prepared to do it. A week passed and they were all still on strike. In fact, even more had joined them. He made excuse after excuse, demanding more and more money for the job to be done.
The riots.
I had no idea they were going to charge them like that. How was I meant to know?
And even following such a tragedy, he continued to demand money from you.
He said if he wanted my silence, it would cost. Do you have any idea what it could do to my livelihood, my name? If it got out that I had paid the so-called security that did that.
I have every idea, monsieur. You hired a militia to take action against your own workers. You deserve whatever name is chosen for being so morally bereft in your decision-making.
I didn't know that was what he was going to do. You must believe me.
I have to believe nothing but the truth. And the truth, monsieur, is that it is not only the Major that has the blood of those men on his hands. That is all for now.
¿Ya puedo ir? Sí. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Aquí? ¿Dónde voy? Ah. Qué gonorrea.